This is Tom Fox. I'd like to welcome you to the newest addition to the Compliance Podcast Network, the Compliance Tip of the Day. This is the podcast where you bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. Join us as we explore the latest trends from the Department of Justice, share some best practices, demystify complex compliance issues to help keep your organization doing business ethically and in compliance, and at the end of the day, more profitably. Tune in daily for your dose of compliance wisdom. Let's make compliance a little less daunting, one tip at a time. Now a word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
In compliance, the value of anonymous reporting is undeniable. But with Ethico, anonymity doesn't mean a loss of connection. Our blinded, two-way communication fosters an environment of trust and confidentiality, encouraging open and honest dialogue. It's not just about receiving reports. It's about understanding the story behind each one, creating a culture of integrity and respect. Transform your approach to anonymous reporting with Ethico. Begin your journey at ethico.com/CPN, where you can book a demo, access an exclusive white paper by Tom Fox titled The ROI of Compliance, and utilize our free ROI calculator.
In today's Compliance Tip of the Day, we consider the intersection of compliance and corporate principles. The first step in understanding salient social and political issues for your company is to develop robust principles. The second step is envisioning where and how these issues might intersect with your business. The third step is hearing and understanding the opinions of your employees, because they want their companies to take a position on certain things. These principles must be broad enough to cover everyone in the company. And finally, they must be audited going forward. So you should develop these principles develop them to guide strategic choices, address ethical issues early on. You should consistently communicate and implement the choices, engage beyond the industry to shape the context, and learn from your mistakes, doing better, i.e. continuous improvement. Your business will not always get everything right, but a compliance program is designed to prevent, detect, and remediate. This means fix problems as they are detected. Obviously, Siemens is a great example of a corporation overcoming a bribery and corruption scandal in the form of a massive FCPA case. Siemens began by cleaning house. It hired its first ever external CEO, who within months of taking over had replaced 80% of the top level executives, 70% of the next level down, and 40% below that. The company made earnest and long-term commitments to atone for its past actions, perhaps because they were German, that's built into their DNA. Nevertheless, it also supported the government investigation and set up a global Siemens integrity initiative to fund collective actions to reduce corruption, which has allowed the company to continue to bid for government contracts. So you can do this, frankly, quite effectively, and having robust corporate principles around anti-bribery and anti-corruption. It's going to take some work, but it is something that if you find yourself in this imbroglio, there is a way out of this situation. As you know, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, including this podcast, is Ethico. Have you ever wondered about the ROI of your compliance program or had concerns with presenting budget proposals to your CFO? Well, I partnered with Ethico to write a white paper on the ROI of compliance and how you can think through compliance as an investment strategy. Ethico has put together a ROI calculator for you. Check them out on the website. This is Tom Fox again. This new podcast, Compliance Tip of the Day, will appear daily. And frankly, it's one of the most requested topics for a podcast that I get on a regular basis. It's going to be short and sweet with one tip with some takeaways that you can utilize to implement into your compliance program. If you've got a question that you would like a tip on, please submit them through our website, and we will use them in an upcoming episode. The compliance tip of the day is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.